Online. Good morning. Today is Monday, November 12th, 2012. 11/11/12. The topic of discussion today is section 5.2, 5.2, X and Y intercepts. Homework is on page 306, numbers 14 through 22 even, numbers 30 through 36 even, numbers 48 through 54 even. I just created an Instagram account for math also, so I need you to follow me on Instagram, and it'll be used for math. So what I want to try out is like taking pictures of like graphs and stuff. I don't know. And then the homework assignment, if you need it again, I'll remember. I need to remember. If you want to follow me Instagram, RWQUACH. Okay? That's it. So find me. I don't have any followers yet. I don't know how to use it, but I'll figure it out. So this is another way to kind of reach out, because I know that Instagram pictures come up immediately, right? Yeah. So I have a friend of mine who teaches at another school, and she uses it for English all the time. So she takes pictures of like graphs and stuff that they do in English class, and she posts it on her
You're not
thing.
going to follow anyone, are you?
No, I will not follow anyone. I will not respond unless it's about the whatever it is. Okay? So this is another way to kind of communicate. Instagram. There you go. So please follow me. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, here we go. Intercepts. Really, really easy. INTERCEPTS. The homework assignment, there's 10 questions from the lesson, and then there's like 4 questions just review. So our homework, I think, is like 14 questions. Okay. Intercepts. Did the Cowboys throw any interceptions yesterday? No, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Kind of the same thing about intercepts, interceptions, intercept. It kind of means the same thing. In algebra, the intercept is really easy to understand. All it means, it's kind of where it crosses the X and Y axis. This is the Y axis, Y to the sky, X goes left and right. It's where it crosses the X and Y axis. Usually it'll be, this point will be 0, Y. This point is X, 0. The intercepts is where it crosses the X and Y axis. So the definition, the X-intercept, X-intercept, where the line crosses the X-axis, the Y value is 0, X, 0. Where the line crosses the X-axis, the Y value is 0, X-intercept. The X-intercept. Where is the line crossing the X-axis? The X-intercept. The X-intercept. The Y-intercept. Okay, well, obviously, the Y-intercept is where the line crosses the Y-axis. The X value is 0. 0, Y. All you're doing tonight is you're telling me, where does it cross X? Where does it cross the Y? I'm going to show you 2 ways to solve this. Really easy. Ready? Okay. Okay. Two ways to solve this. On your notes here, you should have two columns. Alright, you're going to have, this is 3x plus 2y, nope, not plus, minus 2y. 3x minus 2y equals 12. What do you notice about the equation? 3x minus 2y equals 12. What form is it in? What form is this in? Standard form. This is in standard form. This is in standard form. ax plus by equals c. I'm going to show you two ways to solve this problem. The first way is called the cover up. C-O-V-E-R. Cover up. The second way is substitute in 0. The first way is to cover up. The second way is to substitute in 0. Now, will both ways work? Yeah. Depends on the situation in the equation. For example, like today, we're only going to solve. There's no graphing, I don't think. Maybe double check. Tomorrow, guess what we'll do? We'll graph. So do you see my whole point of the lessons? We'll practice, and then we'll graph the next day. I don't think there's any graphing on here. No, no graphing. We'll do that tomorrow. First way, the cover up. What do you think you're going to be doing? Right. So take your finger. Cover up. Okay. Let's cover up let's find the X-intercept first. X-int. I take my finger, I cover up the Y. What do I have left? 3x equals 12. I cover up the Y. 3x equals 12. Solve for x. By dividing by 3, x equals 4. In this case, what point is that? 4, comma, 0. There's my first intercept. It crosses the x-axis at 4, 0. Okay. How do I find my y-intercept? Where it crosses the y-axis. Okay. You take your finger again, cover up the 3x. Cover up the x value. I don't need it. Let me zoom out here. So then I still have negative 2y equals 12. Divide by negative 2. Y equals negative 6. Be careful. 0, negative 6. It crosses the x-intercept and y-intercepts at 4, 0, and 0, negative 6. So when does the cover-up method work? When you have it in standard form. What happens if it's y equals? I'll show you how to do this. Now, you can change this to standard form, or you can substitute in 0. Okay. Questions on the cover-up method? Super easy. Your answer will be 0 something and something 0. So again, substitute in 0 is exactly what it sounds like. For the x-intercept, this is another way to solve this. Take the equation 3 times 0. No. Oh, I got it messed up. 3 times x minus 2 times 0 equals 12. Why do I substitute in 0 in place of y? Remember, the x-intercept is a number, comma, 0. That's why we put 0 in for y. Well, obviously, 3x minus, what's negative 2 times 0? 0. That just goes away. You still get the same problem. X equals 4. In this case, 4, 0. Same thing. You still get the same answer. Same thing for y-intercept. For the 0, substitute in 0. 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 12. 3 times 0 is 0. That goes away. So all you have left is 2y equals 12. Y is negative 6. Or, same answer, 0, negative 6. I know that some teachers in high school are very specific about this. Some teachers do not like the cover-up method. Hey, guess what? You already know how to do it, so use it if you want to. I got to show you both ways, right? Because some people think differently. Because not every situation can you use cover-up. You can only use cover-up if you have like a y equals situation.
When don't you use it?
Or when you don't. I'm sorry, when you don't use it, right? So cover-up method works only for standard form. It's just easier. Mm. Right. So that's why we do our homework and practice your skills. All right. So when we graph this, so let's do a quick sketch. What would this graph look like? Just do a really quick sketch. Okay, well, let's plot the point here. 4, 0, 4 over 0. There's 4, 0. 0, 0, negative 6. 0, negative 6. That's actually a positive slope. All you're doing is you're trying to figure out where it crosses the x and y intercept. That's all you're doing. Later on, you're going to be graphing this in the calculator and just pushing a button. It'll tell you where the zeros are. But once we get there, it'll be like super easy. Okay? And you'll be using calculators for the rest of the year. Okay. Questions? Okay. Some of you look bored, so let's make this a little bit harder. You ready? Let's talk about our friends here again. Friends or fractions. Okay, here we go. Try this fraction. 2/3 y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4. This might be the hardest equation you'll have so far. What am I trying to solve for? In this case, let's solve for y equals. But what do I have to get rid of? Yeah. Okay, you do. Get rid of the y. I'm sorry, the 2/3. To get y by itself, get rid of 2/3. Students, contain the equations so where you can. Flip it. Reciprocal. 3 over 2. 3 over 2. This is never going away. What happens to the front end? What happens to the front end of it? Everything cancels. Now you have y equals. Distribution, distribution, distribution. What's 3/2 times negative 1/2? You can kind of do this in your head. Negative. Multiply across. Negative 3/4 x. Questions on how I got negative 3/4? One more time. 3/2 times 4 over 1. That becomes 2. That becomes 1. 3 times 2. 6. There's my equation. That should be something that you should already be familiar with. What's the best method to solve for this? Substitute or cover 0? Because it's y equals, it's probably easier to substitute in 0. Okay? So to find the x-intercept, that means that you don't know that it's x comma 0. What am I substituting in for 0? What letter? The y. 0 equals negative 3/4 x plus 6. 0 goes in place of y. 2 more steps. What do we do next? Besides Seth? Subtract 6 on both sides of the equal sign. Cancels out. Negative 6 equals negative 3/4 x. One more step. Hello? Reciprocal, 3/4. Negative 4 over 3. Negative 4 over 3. What happens to the x's? Cancels out. Go on the left side. Reduce, reduce. Negative times a negative is positive. 4 times 2, 8. Your point is 8, 0. This is a tricky problem. How do I find the y-intercept? Substituting what? 0, comma y, 0 for x, right? So same equation. Y equals negative 3/4 times 0 plus 6. Only one step is needed. Only one step is needed. Yeah, that cancels out, right? To be 0, y is 6, therefore it's 0, 6. So if you were to do a really quick sketch, where does it cross? What kind of slope is it? 8, 0. See, 8, 0 is right here. 0, positive 6 is right here. It goes down to the ground, negative slope. Questions? Our answer is these 2 points. And one more and we're done. The bell's going to ring. Any questions on the cover-up? We'll spend tomorrow graphing, okay? So don't stress out yet. Last one, we're done. Negative 3x plus 5y equals 30. What form is this in? Okay, Anacrosco's standard form. What do we use? Not working. Okay, no. Cover up. Okay. Okay, anyways, it didn't work. X, I, and T. I'm covering up the y, right? So then I have negative 3x equals 30. Keep going. Divide by negative 3. Answer. What's my point? Negative 10, 0. Last one, we're done. 5y equals 30. Cover this up. Divide by 5. Y is, be careful, 0, 6. Boom. Really quick sketch. Negative 10, 0, 0, positive 6. What kind of slope is that? Positive slope. And that's pretty much the lesson tonight. You have 10 problems like that, and then you have full review on the bottom. Anything else before we leave? Tutoring Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Add me on Instagram. Peace.